Good afternoon, Mizzou fans, and welcome to PM in the AM for Monday, October 20th. It has been a bit of a morning, so we're a little bit delayed today. Gabe DeArmond here, October 20th, 5 days before Mizzou faces the Vanderbilt Commodores in one of college football's two or three biggest games of the week, just like we all predicted in August before this season began. We are going to talk about that one a million times over the next 5 days. But before we do that, we're going to take one more look back at Missouri against Auburn on Saturday night. 48 hours, well, not quite 48 hours, but close to 48 hours in the rearview mirror. This one is better than most of us gave it credit for on Saturday night. And I include myself in that. Most of the week last week, I told you guys expect an ugly game, expect a low scoring game, do not expect it to be an easy game. All of those things came true. And yet during the game, I found myself thinking, oh no, this is terrible for Missouri and this isn't a playoff team and all of these things. With a day and a half to look back on it, and I would say 2 nights to sleep, but I didn't really sleep much on Saturday night. So one night to sleep on it. That was reactionary. Missouri went to a really hard place to play in front of a rabid fan base and got a team that came out with its hair on fire. I mean, Auburn at the beginning of that game was clearly fighting for its coach, its team, its season, and maybe its program, and came out with a lot of emotion. And Missouri withstood it. Missouri could have lost that game in the first half and didn't. They didn't look great for most of that night, but they hung in. They were always within one score. It was always within reach. Missouri did just enough to get it. I think Bo Prabula was not perfect, but he was better than we gave him credit for. I thought against Alabama, he made mistakes and didn't really counter that by making a lot of big plays until the last 3 minutes when it was borderline out of reach. In the Auburn game, he made a few mistakes, no question. He bailed from the pocket a few times. He threw a bad interception at the end of the first half, all that. But he also countered it by making some big plays, both with his legs and with his arm. He had a sideline throw to Donovan Alubade that was phenomenal. He had a third down pass to Kevin Coleman to set up the final touchdown that was really good. You know, he balanced out some of the mistakes with big plays. I think the biggest concern out of that, I think there are two. Number one, the offensive line got beat up, guys, in both phases of the game, both in pass protection and in the run game. Missouri had nowhere to run. Auburn shut down Missouri's running game. Even Alabama didn't shut down Missouri's running game. Auburn did. Auburn made them one-dimensional. That's the number one concern. The number two concern is something that we always knew was possible. We knew at some point Missouri was going to need a kick to win a game. It had that kick. It was a 38-yarder, and it missed. Now, it didn't lose them the game, which is the benefit. But what it showed you is like Missouri's fourth quarter drive that got to the 30, that wasn't close enough. You need to try to score a touchdown on that drive. And hey, if you have a 30-yarder to win it, of course you're going to try it and hopefully you make it. The 38-yarder in overtime to win it, it was close. It wasn't a bad kick, but it didn't go in. And what it tells you is these last 5 weeks, man, you just can't leave it up to the kick. And that's not an insult to Robbie Meyer. That's just where you are when you lose your starting kicker. So those are my two concerns coming out of that game. But that was a better win than we gave Missouri credit for it being on Saturday night and probably on Sunday morning. Going into Vanderbilt, I think Missouri's offense will be able to move the ball better against Vanderbilt than it did against Auburn. I also think Missouri's offense will have to because the defense has a much stiffer test coming up. 20 points is not winning at Vanderbilt on Saturday. Like I said, we're going to break that one down a million times between now and then, starting tonight at 7 o'clock on State of the Tigers. Make sure to join me and Cody Goodwin. Billy Derrick, our producer who covers Vanderbilt, will jump on with us. Drew King's going to come on and talk a little bit of basketball. So we will have all that at 7 o'clock. And just so you guys know, yes, the site is down right now. All 24/7 sites are down right now, have been all morning long. There is an international issue with Amazon Web Services. Hopefully, by the time you guys see this, we're back up and running. 10 Thoughts is posted there when you can get there. Cody will have the rewatch. Drew will have some basketball stuff, but we are at the mercy of something beyond our control right now. So if you are trying to figure out why you haven't been able to get our site this morning and you are watching this, then at least now you know. So appreciate you hanging out here with us. Again, we'll be back at 7 o'clock tonight. Basketball, football, looking back at Auburn, looking forward to Vandy and all that. Like, comment, share, and subscribe while you're here, and we'll talk to you tonight.